Melissa, what is your expertise and how do you feel your qualifications preparing for being our commissioner?
Yes, it is about getting to know one another, and how do we know how expertise somebody is unless we meet you? And Melissa Dennis, you and I, of course, we know each other, and I have so much faith in you as a county commissioner. But we have Jacqueline with us, and she doesn't know who you are. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Melissa, and how did you come into the position of county commissioner, and how long have you been there?
Well, first of all, that's a good question. I started in county government in 1993, and I worked in the county clerk's office for till 2003. I went to the state auditor's office, and I audited counties.
Oh, wow.
Every facet of county government I audited. I came back to Pottawatomie County in 2008 and was the road and bridge coordinator. And then at that time, the current county commissioner, Bob Gwynn, decided he would not run. He wanted to retire. And I was the crazy one out there that said I would do this. And
so you have a lot of decades, actually, associated with county government.
I do.
Wow.
I do.
So, Jacqueline, the reason that we're doing this show is for people like you and me. We don't know a lot about county government, but we want everybody to know about county government. And actually, it was a brainchild of Melissa to say, hey, people need to know how I can help them, or how we as a government can help them. So let's give Melissa a little bit of background for you on being a resident and what you do.
Sure. Well, I'm Jacqueline. It's so nice to meet you.
You too. I'm excited.
You're just as beautiful in person
Oh,
as your pictures.
stop.
But we are a military family, and our first base was actually Tinker, and our last base ended up being Tinker. So we just did a full circle. My husband is active duty, and I just got to have lots of babies along the way. We have 4 boys, and as we started to just think about what we eat and eat healthier, live healthier, we've been able to influence some of our friends, and then just kind of spiraled into opening a storefront where we just cook healthy food for people, and we just encourage people in the community and serve. Sounds similar to what you do.
Exactly.
Yours seems a lot more in depth, so thank you. So we've just had a wonderful opportunity to just be involved in the community. Obviously, it was a huge open door that God said go. So we just followed that conviction and we obeyed. And in the middle of the pandemic, we're like, okay, we're opening a store. Let's do this. And it's just been a big blessing. The community is amazing. They've really just stepped in and just been so wonderful in our support too. So.
Well, and I love it, is the statement that Jacqueline and her family makes is, okay, be healthy. And we love that. Thank you for opening up your place for us to be able to do this and to be able to learn more about county government. It's really a blessing to have a space like this, isn't it, Melissa?
It is. And I also, okay, be healthy. I'm going to compare that to county government because we all want a healthy county government. We all want transparency.
Yeah.
And we try so hard in the county to give you as a citizen that. You need to know where your dollars are going. You need to know how your money is collected and spent. So along with okay, be healthy, let's have a healthy county government as well.
I love it. Wow, thank you.
Pot County, be healthy.
Woo.
Pot County, be healthy.
Let's go. And that is how we're going to roll over the next few weeks. We have questions, over 21 different questions, in which we hope to learn more about our county government. And what I heard you say, Melissa, was that you've been in county government for 30 years, and you've actually audited the county governments for a number of years as well. And so you are our expert for our Pottawatomie County government questions and answers. Doesn't that sound right, Jacqueline?
It does.
I don't know about expert, but I've been in it a long time. I can answer a lot of your questions.
That makes me an expert.
Good, and we've got another question right now.
Landowning residents just paid a large check to the county treasurer. My question is, how are all these funds collected, and how much are all these funds that are collected, and where does that money go?
That's a great question. So many people, first of all, have to write big checks, but Melissa, we don't know where the money goes. So can you help us?
I can. So what you're talking about is when, and that is a good question. You pay your taxes every year, and those are collected. Those are called ad valorem taxes. Those are used to go to your schools, your libraries, your health departments, and the core services of the county, the sheriff's office, the county clerks, the treasurer. Last year we received, based on our collections and our assessed values, our budget was close to $8 million. That's not a lot of money, not a lot of money. So we rely on our sales tax dollars as well to help with our roads and bridges, because your ad valorem tax, the check that you just wrote for your property taxes, that does not go to our roads and bridges. That does not pay my employees. That doesn't pay District 1, District 2, or District 3 employees. That's strictly what you do helps our schools. 80% of it pretty much helps the schools, your libraries, your health departments, and the county probably gets about 10 cents on every dollar. So that goes to tell you right there, with all the $1 million we receive in assessed values, the county gets approximately 10 cents on each dollar.
So, Melissa, I don't know how you could say to someone like me, at least, that $8 million, but that's not a lot of money. $8 million sounds like a lot of money. What do you mean it's not a lot of money?
It's not a lot of money when you've got a sheriff's department. You know, you want to provide good public health and safety for the sheriff's department. Allow them to do that. That money comes out of there. We have to budget their office. We budget for the county clerk, the treasurer, all of these core services, emergency management, 911. All of these core services are paid for through our general fund, which is strictly ad valorem taxes.
And so as a business owner, I would say, yeah, but I could make that money make money the way in which I do business. But actually, what you're describing, all of it is a draw from that amount.
Absolutely. And you would be surprised, not everybody pays their taxes.
Wow.
If you don't pay your taxes, you do nothing but hurt our budget,
Right.
hurt the county's budget. And so, like I said, ad valorem tax pays for our core services. When I started as a commissioner in 2011, our budget was $3.4 million.
Oh, wow.
So since 2011, that kind of gives you an idea of how much it's went up. A lot of that is due to all the new housing additions that's being built. That goes on our tax rolls. So.
Well, and you mentioned another source of income that I pay just now, is sales tax. You get a portion of sales tax, I guess, and what does that cover?
Everybody gets a portion of sales tax. Back in 1997, we tried to pass a 1 cent sales tax. The county, by law, can only pass up to 2 cents. Now, when I say county, take the city out of it, take the state out of it. The county can only have up to a 2 cent sales tax. We have 1.0439, I believe it is. But anyway, 1 penny of that goes to the county.
Okay.
It did not pass in 97, 98. So we came back in 2001 and we pushed it again. That, we included the fire departments, the senior citizens, OSU Extension Center, which is Free Fair Board, Junior Livestock Show, the jail, highway, all of those entities throughout Pottawatomie County, ambulance, emergency management, they all get a portion of that 1 cent sales tax, which has been a game changer for Pottawatomie County. It passed in 2001 for 10 years. We came back in 2010-ish to pass it permanently. It was passed permanently, and now that 1 cent sales tax is permanent. That is a game changer. No one, and I say this every time, and I'm going to say it to you, thank you so much for passing that, because this would be a total different county if we didn't have that. And I say that because we don't get a lot of money from the state for our roads and bridges. What we do for our roads and bridges comes strictly from that 1 cent sales tax.
Okay. And so as a resident, would I maybe be able to get a breakdown of where that money is?
Absolutely. I can give you every dime to down to every penny that this county spends.
Wow.
I pride ourselves on that because we want to be transparent. That's your right,
Right.
for you to know where we're spending your dollars.
Yeah.
And we bring in more sales tax dollars than we do ad valorem dollars.
Wow.
So yes.
All right. So Jacqueline, okay, be healthy. We don't know a lot about county government, but we're starting to learn.
Yes, a lot.
You had a couple of questions today.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you learned today.
Well, I didn't even know anything about county commissioner. Honestly, when you approached me, I was like, I don't know anything about that. Are you sure you want to ask me to do this? But it's, I'm learning so much so far. I mean, where that money goes, because I own a business. We pay taxes. We pay other taxes, and so it's really nice to know where the money goes. It just doesn't disappear, and it's not going into someone's pocket and paying for their
Exactly.
yacht or travels and all things where you think it's going.
That's
Your
right.
mind always goes, oh, they're probably just having a huge vacation on our dime or something. But no, it actually is going to some really great things, as you said.
Yes.
Does it go to homeschooling at all? Any kind of homeschooling things?
No.
I know you said school. So.
Yes, we have 14 school districts in the
Okay.
county, and it goes to all your school districts in the county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you said some also goes to the jail system.
The sales tax money goes to the jails. We divided it. What we did when we tried to pass that was the fact that we wanted everybody to get a piece of that pie. Everybody.
Yeah.
And so that's what it happened. And when the senior citizens, they jumped on board because each senior citizen nutrition center gets a portion of it. Each fire department,
Yeah.
volunteer or not, City of Shawnee, volunteers, Maud, Earlsboro,
Yeah.
they get a portion of it.
Yeah.
And so we divvied it up to where, it would take care of your roads and bridges, but every entity within county government
Yeah.
gets a portion of it.
Yeah.
So there are so many different ways in which our county government can actually help us. And there's ways in which we can enjoy the benefits that the county government provides through the tax dollars that we provide to the county government. And that brings us to question number 3 for today.
Could you provide me a few examples of some things that the people would go to the county and to receive benefits for?
Melissa, you just have to love the spirit about Jacqueline.
I love that. I love that.
Well, and she's got a great question there in the sense of benefits for residents who pay those taxes.
Yes.
What kind of benefits do we receive for the taxes that we pay to the county?
You can go down to the county clerk's office. You can go down to the treasurer's office. You can go down to the assessor's office. You can look up deeds. You can look up who owns properties. You can look up the assessed values. You can look up market values. You can get addresses. We provide that service through all 3 of those different offices. You also can go to your health department. You have a county-wide health department that provides services. That is a portion of your ad valorem tax. You go to the libraries. There's a portion there that goes to your libraries in Pottawatomie County. And then your schools. You support your schools 100%. They get the most of your ad valorem dollars.
So school spirit, definitely. As a businessman, I understand what you're saying about the treasurer, the assessor, being able to get those records, and that's very important. There are many who that would not entail.
Right.
But schools hits all of us.
Right.
What about the library? In the sense of the library is provided through our tax dollars?
We help fund the library a little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
And with that, there's are you decision makers at the library for that kind of stuff?
No, we're not decision makers. They do run their budgets through us. They run their reporting through us, but we do not make any decisions for the libraries.
Okay. And Melissa, in your tenure as county commissioner, if you could say about the county health department, that would be one of the most important things that the county provides, I would think trying to help people be healthy or stay healthy is really what government's all about.
It is. And remember, when COVID hit, where did everybody go at first to get their COVID shots? The health department, and they were free. the health department provides a lot of free services for those people who can't go to the doctor like you and I.
So is the health department like going to the doctor? If I cannot afford to go to a doctor, or does it have anything to do with me being able to afford it?
I'm not an expertise in health departments, but yes and no. You can't, I mean, there's things outside of the health department's scope. But as far as shots for your kids, exams, yes, they will provide those.
The county government has the ability to provide a lot for us as residents. And as we travel down this journey, we look forward to learning more. And Jacqueline has a business to run, so we're not going to ask her to spend the hours with us in this room, but each week she will be asking, or her boys will be asking,
That's right.
3 questions to the county commissioner, Melissa Dennis, in order to get some answers for all of us to learn a little bit more. How do you like the concept, Melissa?
I love it. I love this. I have always wanted to do something to where it's not train, that's a wrong word, where we educate the public to learn about county government. We're not there as the mean government, bear. We are there literally to provide services. Use these services. Don't litter. The more you litter outside the city limits, the more I have to spend of your dollars to go pick it up. Don't drive like crazy people on the roads, because what tears up the roads, I have to use your tax dollars to fix them. So we're all in this together, and I've said it millions of times. We can't operate without the private businesses. They can't operate without the core services that we provide. And we're your friends. I mean, one of my favorite sayings is, don't get mad at me, get mad at my position. Because
Sure.
I do have to make decisions that nobody likes, and I don't make a lot of friends all the time. But
Until you get to know her. Melissa's very easy. The county commissioners are approachable. We're going to change things from the inside out for the better rather than from the outside in. And you're right. It's all about being together, Melissa.
it is. And remember, your local government is the city and county is the closest thing you have to state government. So should you need any help at a state level, get a hold of one of us. Get a hold of some of your city commissioners. We have those direct connections to the state level and federal.
Another benefit for our county government. Remember, get over the awkwardness, get to know the people who represent us, get to know the local business owners as well, and together we're going to build community one season at a time. I snuck that in.
That's great.